how we doing today? It's Wayne Gravatt with Fish Head Videos, and we're going to go in a little bit different direction. When we're looking at the views we're getting and the likes, etc., 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 we're getting a lot more views from common traditional patterns, like the one we're going to do today, the elk hair caddis. And it's a little intriguing to me, and I would ask some of you that are watching these, and we really appreciate the viewership that we've gotten on some of these more common patterns. But go back and look at these other patterns. These are the ones that I really fish, that I really do really well on, and I think you'll have maybe a greater appreciation. If they have bizarre names, what the hell? Take a look at them, and I think that you will change, and that you'll tie some of them, and you'll actually fish them. I hope you will. So we're going to do an elk hair caddis today. An elk hair caddis is a fly. This fly actually came out of a guy named Ed Troth from Dillon, Montana. I don't know if Ed was a native Montanan, but he had other flies down there. Wright's Royal was one of his flies. The Troth Bullhead was one of his flies. But he was a very good tyer, has a good reputation. You'll see his name a lot in older books, but a lot of people don't even know him today. But at any rate, let's get this fly going. Let's check out what we've got for materials today. So I'm going to tie it in a 12 for. Were we not good? Oh, excuse me. So I'm going to tie it in a size 12 today, because that's good. The beauty of an elk hair caddis is that you can tie it from 18s to 6s. And the color range is there's almost any body color out there, from orange, olive, black, yellow, tan, olive. Use your imagination. It's a really good pattern. It's not as fished as much as it used to be, but it just doesn't, I don't know, just shops don't seem to sell it like they used to. I sell a reasonable amount of them, but it's a good fly. So we're going to do a size 12 dry fly hook. The hackle is brown hackle. Elk hair, obviously. I see a lot of people that tie it actually with deer hair, and that's fine too. If you don't have elk, that's fine. The material, this is polypropylene yarn. This is available. You can buy this at hobby shops. Fentex is one name of it. A more common name that I see a lot in Hobbytown and Michael's and Joann's Fabric under the name of Bonnie's Cord. And it's polypropylene. It's good. You can buy cards of it in fly shops, but you can buy a whole skein of it almost for what you buy 2 cards of it that's 10 feet. So that's just cut to shape. The thread today is an 8/0, tan. And with that, let's get this fly rolling. Alrighty. Move that. Remember, have a nice, good white background in back of you. That's huge. In front of you, excuse me. Okay, so as usual, we're going to put a thread base on there. And that's essentially just to prevent materials from spinning. There are new ways that people are tying this fly. This is the traditional way. One thing I will say that, excuse me, about this fly, that normally you have 1.5 with the hackle size. It's 1.5 the hook gap. I like this one a little bit under hackled, so it's a little bit shorter. I like its profile on the water better, so it doesn't sit up so fly. Caddis flies, for the most part, don't land and float on the water like mayflies and stoneflies. They kind of bounce on the water when they're laying eggs. So this is actually, it's about a size 16 hackle size. But you can use it up to 12. That's fine. I just like it. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to bear off the end of that saddle hackle. Tie that back just to the bend of the hook. Okay. Now, you can dub this fly too. Any dry fly dubbing will work well. It's just, for me, it's just this polypropylene yarn is so easy to use. And if you've noticed on all my videos, I try to emphasize simplicity. So I would encourage you to do that too. Okay. So I'm going to start that right up just behind the eye of the hook. I've got about, I don't know, about a 1/16 of an inch there for the elk hair. I'm going to bring that back just to the point where we're touching the saddle hackle. And keep in mind that that saddle hackle is dull side up for a dry fly style. Okay, so we're just going to wrap this yarn forward, nice tight wraps. And if you're dubbing this, you want to dub it tight. Nymphs are much better if you don't do them as tight. Certainly dry flies, the tighter you can get it, the better, because it keeps out moisture. All right. We're going to trim that. We're going to get rid of that. Okay. Now, we're just going to space this out. So notice how that's a little bit shorter than 1.5 the hook gaps. About 5 turns looks just about right. Okay. Tie that saddle off. Get that out of there. Good. Okay. Now, and traditionally I try to tie with bull elk hair, not cow. For those that are hunters, you know the difference in the coloration between a cow elk and a bull elk. A bull has a lot more, a cow has a lot more brown in it, where a bull has more blonde. For sight reasons, people seem to like, and shops always want things done with bull. So that's what I do. As you can see, I'm not, I just cut these are elk that I've shot or somebody shot that I buy, and I just cut them up. But I don't keep them all, I only keep the good ones. Okay, so we're going to put that in the stacker, tips down. Okay, just like that. And you want about, I don't know, it's about half the size of a pencil. So when you're setting that on there, you want it to go about just to the bend of the hook. You don't want the caddis fly to extend back. So you're going to set it up there, measure it about like that. Let your left hand be your guide for the length. Trim that off. So I'm going to set that off there just slightly past the point of the hook. Or excuse me, of the eye of the hook, my bad. Okay, so we're going to tie that on there pretty tightly. Just like that. Good. If you've got some wild ones you don't like, you can trim them out of there, but the bottom line, the fish aren't going to care. They don't see that anyway. So, then we're just going to go in there with the whip finisher. Whoop. Don't do that. So let's tighten that up a little bit. There we go. Little whip finish on it. Pull it tight. Little head cement. And there we are. The elk hair caddis. It's a definite fish catcher. Certainly. I use the fly, and anybody who's not using it's kind of foolish. They're really good. There are some new patterns out there that don't have hackle on them, and they're all good too, and I tie those. But this is the traditional elk hair caddis, so I encourage you to get out there and fish it. Most importantly, I want you to hit that like button, subscribe. We are getting some more subscriptions, so we're very thankful for that, but I'd ask you to hit that subscribe button. It's free, doesn't cost you a thing. Thanks for viewing. Get out there and tie this fly and get out there and fish and give them hell. Thank you for viewing.